Hey guys, Dom's Trains here with a review today. Now I know I haven't been on YouTube, well I have been on it, but I haven't uploaded anything in about 6 months I think, since my last video. My last video was pretty boring. I just stated I had some stuff to show off, and then I did pretty much a 9 minute video of one of my Lego trains going around my city. That was pretty boring. Sorry guys about that if you didn't like it or not. I just felt like I had to get something up. Um, but you guys get to see my Lego setup. There's not much, but some of that stuff cost a lot. It was like the firehouse and the Quickie Mart from The Simpsons and Ghostbusters. But let's just get on to today's video. So I've got a review for you guys on the Bachmann HO scale Disney's Lily Belle. Now this is my first HO train set, and it is a starter set because it doesn't come with much. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now the set comes with one terminal piece, which is also a re-railer. I'll show you how that works later. One regular straight section, and then enough amount of curves to make an oval. Now it comes with the engine, of course, one boxcar, two flatbeds, a caboose, the wires, and then the transformer. So the engine is very detailed. The light up here works. The side rods do move on the side here. There's a lot of detail put into this. But one flaw, it's not a mechanical flaw, it's a design. See, so the Walt Disney's Lily Belle, I'm a fan of Disney, so I like his stuff. He had a train in his backyard. It was a rideable train, which this is based off of. It was wood powered. It was real steam engine. It was really cool. So see, they got the wood style smokestack over here because all steam engines on the west side of the United States were powered by wood, unlike the East Coast who were powered by coal. However, see, it's wood, which this is the good part, but then the bad part is that you see in the tender, it's black, which I'm sure is supposed to represent coal instead of wood. Now, this was a flaw done by Bachmann, so it kind of brought my hopes down a little bit because I don't know how detailed their other stuff is, but it'd just be nice if, just to see something like that, and it was actually wood, because this is a wood-powered steam engine. Now, it's a 440 American, which is very common type. You cannot take the tender off of the engine because that's where the tender collects the power for the engine to run. So, and there's a wire in there, and then there's a metal piece in there that you cannot take out because the engine gets its power from the tender. Now the boxcar, both of its doors do open on either side, so you can see through there. I'm going to close them back up. The flatbeds are big enough. You can actually fit about a few Lego minifigures in each one of these, which is pretty funny. So I'll grab one guy right now. Here's the engineer from the Lego Emerald Knight set, which was canceled a few years back, but I managed to get it, if you guys remember seeing one of my older videos. They can just sit in there nice and fine. And then the caboose is very detailed. Just kind of normal though. Normal caboose, not much to it. It just looks really nice. So the engine and the cars, their coupling system is actually pretty cool. However, It might be an accessory, I don't know, or not, because this is my first, actually, this is my first HO set and my first Bachmann set. Sorry guys for the cough, I got sick a few days ago, but I'm getting better now. So, anyways, it's really simple. All you have to do is just push them together like that, or you just put them on top of each other, which is harder to do, but a little bit harder to do. However, you can't uncouple them, like just by pushing on them. You have to actually pick it up and then put it down. So yeah, if you just have it sitting on the track, you could actually have the engine just back up and connect to it. And it could actually be done on a curve too, which is really cool. Unlike the Lionel O gauge, which I've tried to do that. It's harder to do on a curve with those. But these ones are actually pretty easy to connect on a curve, so you can, like, if a car somehow disconnected, which I'm sure wouldn't happen with these ones, but you could just back up and reconnect and then go ahead and, turn on your train and just go back to where you're going. Now, as it does have movable side rods, which is really cool, and then the light on the front works. So let's go ahead and move over to the transformer. It's got a red cable and a black cable. The black one's for the input power, and then the red one's for the output power. Now these two knobs here are for accessories. Now, since this is my first Bachmann, I'm not sure if one accessory is powered by one of these, like they can push in, or if both of these power one accessory. So if you know anything about Bachmann, please tell me in the comments below. That'd be great, because I just know stuff about Lionel and Lego trains. Now, this is just the direction switch for forward and backward. Speed knob goes from 0 to 100. However, the instruction manual, I read it, it suggests if you do run it at full speed, don't run it at full speed all the time, or else the engine motor will will degrade quicker, and not degrade like, but it'll just get worn out faster, really fast, because it's a small engine. So when it goes that fast, it'll kind of mess it up, I guess. But I have O gauge, and that stuff is big, and it's got big motors to power them up. So then HO is about half the size of O gauge, I think. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Now I'm going to go ahead and run it in backwards real quick. So all you have to do to run it backwards is just flip the switch, and then just turn the knob, and then it'll start going. So that's the engine running. Now I'm going to show you guys the re-railer, which is on the terminal section of track. So just go ahead and back your train up. So what's really neat about this is, since it's a small train set, I've seen a lot of Bachmann stuff actually have this piece. What you have to do is so like if you're putting your if you're setting up your train, if you're going to use it, you have to put your train on correctly, right way. But so let's go ahead and move this guy over here. So go ahead and bring your cars up. So like, say if you're setting it up, like I got my box car here, I'm gonna put it on the track. You could just set it there, and then you're gonna just set your like other stuff on there. So pick it up, and then it's all set up. Then you're like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Well, your engine, all you have to do is just back it up into the train cars. So let's see just make sure they connect. Oops, that wasn't good. So I'm just going to show you with one train car real quick, because that's just a bit easier instead of connecting them all. So all you have to do is just kind of set it on there. Push it back, connect it, make sure the couplings are connected together. Flip the switch on the transformer, and then just pull it forward. Oops. Now it doesn't work too much, but it works pretty like 99.99% of the time. So now it's on the track and running, so I could take my next train car and just set it on there. Turn on the engine. Make sure the cars are connected. And then just go ahead and pull it forward. Or backwards, or how many ever times you need to put it back onto the track so it'll connect onto the cars. Now you just have to do that for the rest of yours. It's just the same thing. You just back up your train into the cars and then hook them up onto the track. So that is the Bachmann HO Disney's Lily Belle train set. If I'm going to give it a rating, probably 9.5 out of 10. I think it's a great train set. It's really good. Runs smoothly. The motor's a bit loud. It's not like ear-piercing loud, but it's just like you can hear it. And then, well, it's a good set, good starter set to get started off on your HO career or your Bachmann career. Either one, maybe both. You can find this set like at hobby shops or on the internet, but I recommend it as a good starter set if you're going to get into HO. So if you guys have anything to know about HO, tell me in the comments below once again. And oh, I forgot to mention this. I got this new camera here, it's a really good camera. It actually runs at 1080p, 60 frames per second, which is really good. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Hope you guys have fun watching my vids and stuff. Alright, see you later. Bye.